next move in stillness. Are you doing stillness? Because stillness will give you the intuition that you need. Man, I walk forward lighter, clearer, and deeply supported. I am never alone. I have my ancestors, angels, and God. That's a threefold cord. I'm so secure knowing even if nobody's walking with me, I'm never truly alone. Because guess what? My ancestors will pop up on you. What did Ken just say? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. When they pop out, they ain't got nothing to do with it. That's between you and your ancestors. The angels always bring me something amazing that causes my heart to light up. They do it every time. Are they showing out for you? Because they be showing out for me. Helps my intuition, I tell you that. I'm aware enough to pause, breathe, and sit still for the next move, or just know that I am loved in every way that love can show itself. Are you willing to allow love to show itself in you? Ooh, love has 101 million ways to show itself. People go out of their way to do me good because of the favor of God on my life. Rules, laws, regulations, and any red tape is removed from me. It is said we don't even usually do this. They just can't help it, and I can't help it either. But if God say, if my ancestors say, don't you go over there, and my intuition say, no ma'am, we gonna stay right here. I'm done. I have miracles every day, and uncommon blessings find me without me even searching for them. They just fall upon me because I am aligned. Are you paying attention to your intuition? That is what causes you to get aligned. Are you listening to that still small voice to get in alignment? Because then God will just be throwing stuff at you. Okay. I don't consent in any energy control. I'm grounded, safe, and fully in control of myself. Untouchable and fully sovereign in myself. That means I'm thinking for myself. All cords are removed from me. Cut, cut, snip, snip, burn, burns. And I sever the cord of connection. Honey, are you willing to sever the cords? So you can have your own intuition to think for yourself. Are you willing? I'm worthy of the dreams and everything my heart desires. If it's in here, it's coming to pass, y'all. I allow clear thinking to find me without fighting for. I don't have to fight with you. I don't have to compete with you. I don't have to be jealous of you. Because mine is tailor-made just for me. Are you ready for your tailor-made gift? Ooh, it's aligned with your intuition. I'm worthy of seeing all my dreams come true while seeing the light in darkness at any moment. If I look up here from a different perspective, I can change my life in seconds. I saw this somewhere, and I said, okay, all things come to me in perfect, mature timing for my highest outcome and for the good of all. Because if I win, you win. If you win, I win. Why? Because we're going to share with each other, honey. Because sharing is scary. If we don't just go ahead and put it in our, because some stuff can't be shared. That stuff goes in the journal. Money comes back to me multiplied on every dollar that was spent. Double, triple, quadruple, 100-fold on every dime that was spent. I'm willing to open space for things I truly want by being gentle with myself. I'm intentional with love for myself. Oh, I was so kind to myself today. I felt that thing coming, that download coming. I said, get somewhere and sit still. I saw this on Google and I said, okay, let me put that seasoning up there. They ain't got enough seasoning for me. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, I remove all energy that doesn't belong to me from my energy field. And I send it back to the rightful owner, cleansed and purified, no matter where we originally met. Universe, world, timeline, dimension, realm, space dust, space drop, space worm, space snake, space. Okay, I sever the cord of connection. The lessons have been learned. I release you to find your own way. I call all my energy fragments back to me. I'm like Magneto. Whatever's mine is out here is mine. I am free. I am free. I am free. I won't be attached to nothing but God. Do you hear me? I now release all energies, traumas, patterns, and anything that's connected, anything that's out of alignment with my highest good across all timelines, dimensions, and realms. And if my ancestors left anything on this earth for me, it is mine now. I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free. I sit in peace, but I trust the process, and I don't rush the process. Question: can you wait when it gets silent? That's usually when I get nervous. Because I'm like, oh, la. Then I say, calm down, God got you. I'm doing speaking engagements and podcasts that bring transformation. Signature topic, helping visionaries and dreamers to reconnect, reinvent, go through the rebirth process, and rise with confidence, helping them ground their dreams in the earth to see it come to pass and out of the spirit and imagination realm. Ephesians 3 and 1, bringing 5D through 17D on the earth so we can have heaven on earth. I have courses and books that teach individuals how to return to themselves, quiet the noise on the inside, and live boldly on your own terms. I'm holding space right now for people who feel like they're repeating cycles over and over again and don't quite understand because it's generational. I got something for you. Also tackling the sacred cows of religion and how we think the same, but labels keep us controlled. Once we get the labels out the way, we can see each other. Then we can see each other. And fear. We're opening every door and nothing is off limits. To get totally free, we're going to take it step by step by step. Write me in the comments to gain more information. We're going to be walking forward in our intuition. We're going to listen and we're going to get this in, okay? Hi, my name is Renetta Chester, the owner and founder of Life Success Results LLC, Soul Igniter, Trauma Overcomer, Holistic Spiritual Strategist. I work with the whole being from my level of training and education, mind, spirit, soul, and body. Have a bachelor's and master's in healthcare to understand and comprehend mental and public health. If you have a public health problem, you have a mental health problem. Massage therapy, Reiki and sound healing, holistic practitioner where we pull out all the impurities from the rooter to the tutor. Human design practitioner where we go and look at the beginning. Then we come back and we look at all that generational baggage and start pulling it out. When I was given the task of having uncomfortable conversations with others, I knew then that my path was going to be a little different. And people will probably be a little standoffish until they did a little teensy work of their own. But I didn't let that stop me. I asked myself uncomfortable questions every day. And situations come up for me to ask those questions. To get out of old patterns. I do the work every day, and it's not always easy or pretty. But I wake up to confront the areas in me, in love, that need a facelift so I can go forward. What will you do? You're doing so much work on the outside, but how much work are you doing on the inside? Are you listening to your inner voice? What are you afraid of losing? Is it once you see that colonialism has played everybody? Either your ancestors dealt it or your ancestors felt it. Has played everyone. You won't know what to do if we're not fighting each other in the morning. Because that's what the system wants us doing, fighting. Because if we ever talk, it's going to be a problem. How about we have ways to have conversation, to have a pause, to see life differently in all areas. This is when we'll quit blaming everybody out there and see where the person in the mirror might have truly missed it somewhere. Okay. We can only meet people truly where we have met ourselves. Remember that next time when you say you want a real relationship. It's going to require you to take off that mask, put it on the table, and don't bring your representative. Because nobody wants to talk to that. Because your representative is robotic. Nobody wants to. We have many adults who were never taught how to feel safe. So they seek safety and validation on the outside of themselves because of a plethora of challenges occurred in childhood processes. So this is my question. Be honest with yourself, if nobody else. So I ask you, what emotion from your childhood put you in a corner and you made a vow to not do or be? I will never be like them. I hate them. I do this. I will never be like her. I'd never be like him. They abandoned me. They did this and this and this. You know, never is a vow. And we get to renounce and denounce every never we ever said. You can go ahead and denounce it all and put it on the table because that leaves open doors where spirits can run in. It leaves the doors because, you know, whenever you have a crack, that's how they get in. You know what I'm saying? See, the vows we all made is playing out on the big stage. And I don't care how small it is. It's about control. What in your areas of your life are you trying to control? Look at it. Be honest with yourself. While we get to protest and speak our minds, are we helping that little girl and that little boy on the inside of us heal to screaming, help? That's your true shadow. I'm being commissioned to aid in the process by sharing how I overcame everything meant to keep me from coming into my true identity. I had to believe in myself and God. See, God is on the inside of me, but I had to find me first. Why is that bothering me? Why is that setting me off? Why is this word making me want to choke everybody out? Be honest with yourself. We're taught God is on the outside of us in the great by and by. That's a lie. God is on the inside of us. But God is on the inside of us waiting to be tagged into our battles. 2 Corinthians 10 and Ephesians 6 says, we're fighting principalities, rulers of the darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. Remember, we're a spirit being first. This is when the negative thinking has gone on for so long that it's the norm of society. It's old as apple pie. The isms. Okay, you leave church and you ready to hang somebody or burn somebody at the stake. Or you ready to gossip about them and tear down their name. And you just came out of the house. So out of the house didn't have no power? Or you're making the word of God of no tradition. You're making the word of God with no power because of your traditions. And that's what every ascended master had to fight against. You're making the word of God of no effect because of your traditions. You ain't got no power because you gossiping about everybody in the church. That's why you ain't got no power. Your mouth is negating. Remember, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So while you are gossiping, then it's causing death on someone. And when you cause death on someone, you're causing death on yourself. That's what you don't know. The enemy in this system don't tell you that. When you gossip about somebody, Ecclesiastes 10, you are digging a hole for somebody, but you're going to fall in it. Because you're sowing the seed of discord. Mm-hmm. The mindset of us who complain but don't want to do the work and don't know how to do the work. And it causes a dip in morale because most can't get out because it's ancestral. And you know what Proverbs said about the person that causes discord? They're supposed to be stoned. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Because you're causing an issue in the body. Bet you didn't know that, did you? So when you're doing that, when you're tearing somebody's character down, when you're gossiping and hurting someone, let me tell you, you're dealing with God. And when you do that to God, God don't take that lightly. And God says, okay, now you owe me. And the price always comes due. Remember that? Mm-hmm. So to get out, it requires it requires us to get uncomfortable and get past the plateau of complacency or complicitness. I ain't making a decision. You just made one. And this is how we always did it. You just made a decision. And that world is cracking and going into the water right now. When are we going to respect each other? Yes, we know the FBAs was here first. We know that. They know that. They just don't want to believe it. We also know that everyone's life is important. What are you willing to bring to life? The other question is, what do you believe? Are you listening to your intuition? If you are, what do you believe? It's time to operate in it now. You can change the world with the one thing that you do. It'll light up this whole world because you don't. Remember, it says you are a city on a hill. Once you are lit, you do not sit a candle that is lit underneath the bed of that house gonna catch on fire. You put it on top of the hill so everybody can see. Fight for your dream while hurting none. We've learned a lot in the last few weeks. Do what you can. Do what's right for you. No one lives your life but you. Be sovereign, not controlled. Think for yourself. And if you protect those that can't and don't know how to protect themselves, elderly and children, do so by any means necessary. Bring your dream to life no matter what you see in front of you. Don't you let them stop you. May the force be with you as you go, and may the power of God be in your heart as you move. Trust God every step of the way and listen to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? Are you in flow with your intuition? There are some freebies and a link for my podcast with the Women's Leveling Up that was done in the month of May 2025. And then I just done. Ooh, look at that country. I just completed another podcast with Unchurched. And it was talking about what happens when you leave the organization but keep your faith with God. Good message. Look at the link down below. Look in the description below to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I placed a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate